Students at Dublin High School are doing their part to help restore an old African American cemetery. The city of Dublin says it stopped using the all-black cemetery in 1965. The site was pretty much forgotten until a few years ago, and now there's an effort to craft crosses to honor the hundreds buried there. It's a story you'll only see on 41 NBC. These Dublin High School students aren't in shop class building birdhouses. Instead, they are creating crosses. More than 400 crosses for this long-forgotten cemetery.
It's named Cross the Creek because it is Cross the Creek.
Cross the Creek Cemetery is an historic black cemetery established in 1906. The city of Dublin says it's the final resting place for more than 1,000 people of color.
When I first went out there, I was a little bit perturbed because it was not kept up like Northview Cemetery was. It was a city cemetery. So I figured it should have been kept up like Northview.
Former Dublin Mayor and City Councilwoman Julie Drigger first learned of the property in 2020. Bothered by what she saw, she went to City Hall and made it her mission to honor the memory of the people buried there.
I guess there were complaints at some time or another, but it has been an ongoing project to make sure that we secure and remember the people that are in Cross the Creek.
City crews cleared the grounds, planted trees, and paved a road to the site. But now the grave sites needed markers. And that's where these students stepped in. At Drigger's request, the city of Dublin purchased the supplies. They arrived in November, and since then, students have worked in classes before and after school to create crosses.
The people who were never mentioned or remembered, and it's like, it brings joy into my heart that we could be able to remember people. We don't even have to know anybody.
And as they labor, they are also taking in valuable lessons you can't always find in a book.
The white cemeteries, they have so much, and as we talking about the black cemetery, is nothing there, and we making crosses just to give back to the community.
The small crosses are made out of PVC material, a hard plastic, mostly used for pipes. They will be able to withstand the weather without needing to be replaced. And most importantly, they are now a symbol of how a town came together to honor all of its history.
Dublin is very rich in history, and we're proud of our history, but we need to make sure that this is part of it.
Now, the cemetery is located about 5 minutes from downtown Dublin behind the current water treatment plant on Parker Dairy Road. The city of Dublin says several notable people are actually buried there, including the grandmother of boxing champion Sugar Ray Robinson. Students will visit the cemetery and place the 488 crosses next week.